My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Iratus, Lord of the Dead, where we're going to be experimenting with a build. We're going to be doing it in the more pain difficulty, you can see that right there, rather than the good always wins difficulty, good always wins being the hardest difficulty that is currently offered in the game, because I've heard from multiple different people that physical stuff on good always wins is currently not particularly finely tuned, and that there's apparently a balance patch that is going to be coming out in a couple of days. So instead, for the moment, I'm going to be sticking with the more pain difficulty. Now, I was re-rolling relics to start off the run, and I saw this symbol of fortune here. Minions gain plus 25 luck and negative 25 accuracy until the battle ends. And it got me thinking about the possibility of making a party wherein you're based around the effect that crits incur. So the Bride of Iratus has an ability called Chest Piercer that has a critical hit dealing 200% damage. Don't really care about that. I care about this. Lung Piercer. A critical hit will stun the target for one action. Now the Bride of Iratus is also really accurate to start with, 115, and has the ability to pick up, no, accuracy is on the same one, damn. So we would probably have to give the Bride of Iratus also some pretty good accuracy equipment. If we can find an early sacrificial altar, we can sacrifice a bone golem, getting 2 etched bones for 2 Brides of Iratus in our backline, giving them extra accuracy, and then we can even wear the bone armor. I think it's going to be interesting. I don't know if there's any chance this works, but I want to take a little bit of an experiment with this, because I do think the Brides of Iratus are really strong. I just want to find out how to correctly utilize them. Now, one thing I do want to do as quickly as possible here is get the plus 10 luck, plus 10 accuracy, and plus 10 evasion on Love Potion. Extremely important. I've also not got particularly good artifacts right now, so maybe I want to already get Relic Seeker and then start going down this line. It's entirely possible that's the correct path for me. That said, it always feels like it's essential to get the extra parts as early as possible. But the artifacts could end up giving me extra parts. Let's have a look at the dungeon. Oh, great. Can't go further without minions. Fine. I'll make my first Bride of Iratus and then have a look at the dungeon. There's a sacrificial altar in the second space. But we can get... Oh, hang on. No, maybe that's not guaranteed. God, this is a complex dungeon at the moment. All right. Well, let's look at a central point. What is the most that I can have encountered in order to get to here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we take that path, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, it was to get to here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, right. It's 5 including that. So going around the long way gets me an extra battle, which means an extra tick of our graveyard. So I don't get the early sacrificial altar I was looking for. I've got 3 battles until I get it. That's fine, though. Okay, so that is to get to this position, but it would be only 3 to get to this position. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10. Yeah, it's 10 anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fact that the dungeon is like irregularly laid out like this, and it's not necessarily obvious which directions you can actually go in at different junctions. Like, I understand it to be you cannot move south. That's effectively as much as I understand out of it right now. But yeah, this map is a lot harder to read than it needs to be. Like, it could be so simple, like a Slay the Spire or an FTL or even a Darkest Dungeon, right? But it's so irregular as to be really annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it's 10 on all of those paths. So I'm pretty sure that it's correct to go out in this direction. So we got 6 up until here, right? So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 before the boss encounter is pretty good. All right, that's the path we'll be taking then. So we've got Bride of Iratus in the backline. I also want a second Bride of Iratus. And then for our other members of the party, we should probably also have a look at other members that have really good effects on their crits. I'm having a think about these bone golems right now just because They have pretty high physical damage to start with. They can stand in the front line and just rejuvenate themselves with the support ability. So they don't have an extra effect on their crits, but they do a lot of damage and they can just tank up there in the front line. So what is the problem with this party so far? Well, the problem with this party so far is... It's difficult for us to get enemies out of stances right now, just because the Bride of Iratus has an ability to move a party member, but if they're in the back of the party, then I can't affect them. And if they're in the front of the party, but there's no one else, so they're effectively still at the back of the party then, I still can't affect them, so... I could change Warning Shot into You Won't Get Him, which is unfortunately anti-luck, but it does give us the ability to interrupt the stances of our enemies. The only problem then becomes this rolls against ward, right? So if an enemy has like 3 or so ward and I need to get them out of a stance, I'm not going to be able to do that fast enough. So I should probably supplement my ability to take out wards with spells. But I'm not going to get that many spells early in my talent tree, right? Because I really want to go for Love Potion as quickly as possible. So that's only an investment of 1, 2, 4, 7. So it's 7, and then I'm still missing out on Amateur Surgeon, and I'm still missing out on Relentless Evil. Oof. There's Rites of Carnage here, which is actually pretty useful for us. All the enemies and minions gain plus 10 luck until the battle ends. I feel like I fail if I don't go for the Relentless Evil tree here. I feel like I fail if I don't go for the Brides of Iratus, and I feel like I don't need spells to break through ward, like Sorrow and spells like that. I don't know if I need spells to break through ward until the 2nd floor. And by then I might have the Archmage robes. So I think I'm worrying about something I don't necessarily need to be worrying about right now. I'll also take the Symbol of Fortune off right now. It's not going to be useful for us until the Brides of Iratus have Lung Piercer. So back to creation. Who gets better effects when they crit? Like significantly better effects when they crit and is a frontliner. Headhunter, what about you? You have pretty decent damage. You have some luck already. You can stand up there in the front line and you can crit with the best of them. I could put 2 Headhunters in here, but if I'm not going to stick with the Headhunters, I don't want to waste all of these materials to make them. Do I take a Headhunter and a Bone Golem, or 2 Bone Golems, or 2 Headhunters? Alright, I think the reason I take the Bone Golems over the Headhunters is because the Bone Golems have more accuracy. And I am going to need my frontliners to have extra accuracy as well. In fact, maybe I should look for a different frontliner. Skeletons are not bad frontliners here specifically for this. Number one, they have the ability to pull attention towards themselves. So that's pretty good for drawing attention away from my Brides of Iratus, which are particularly squishy. But then secondly, in order to actually get the Love Potion, I have to get selected bones. So I'm already making skeletons better. So these are frontliner kind of tanky skeletons. They're significantly different to the skeletons I've used before. I will hasten to note that. Okay, so we're currently using weapons, bones, so all of the metal and all of the bone and all of the blood. All of the metal, all of the bone, and all of the blood. So who's made without any of those? This is Dust, Rags, and Ectoplasm. We'll make wraiths to fill our graveyard out. And I think we're pretty much set to go. So it's 2 battles until we get a level up. We're also probably going to have to make a lot more Brides of Iratus and Skeletons and then start subbing those in. Sorry, as I just pull up this list over here. There we go. We're probably going to have to make more Brides of Iratus and Skeletons and start subbing them in and out and going to the actual mortuary and using that. Maybe even using the arena. Maybe I focus on arena and... Maybe I focus on the arena and the library, but that leaves out excavation, and I'm gonna need the parts. I think maybe this party just ignores the Statue of Iratus stuff. Or rather, the Abode of Wrath stuff. Yeah, I can't afford the extra resources for the obelisk at the start of the game, I don't think, with this party either. Alright, Commander Kronos, the first. I feel like we're probably going to be cycling through these names a lot more in this run. I also do feel like it's entirely possible this run is pretty much dead out of the water with the idea, but I do want to try it. It's a kind of unique thing, and I think it is soft synergistic as well. Mom's the first. And then we have a Harkonian the first. Beautiful. So I still haven't awarded this talent. I think I do want to put it on Relic Seeker. Just because we are still missing some really, really important relics. I say still, we've just started. Is that everything done? Yeah, everything in my management layer is done. We go in. Ugh. We still haven't got a level 7 unit and I've just spawned in. Oh, not even worth playing. Ow. Yeah, these Sinister Strikes are going to be really, like, bad, but, like, in a way that implies evil, as well as left-handedness. If only there was a word for that. So, because the skeletons in the front line can't actually reach the conscript in the back line, in order to get them out of their stance, I'm going to have to do 2 shots. 2 warning shots, that is. So I'm probably going to physically kill the frontliner and try and stress kill the other 2. Just because I've already started on stress for them, and I should work up a, what do they call it? Bang the shields? Shield banger? Should be able to work up one of those soon. I'm honestly not pleased with the fact that one of the hunkies here, it is a hunky, right? No, it's a conscript. I'm not really pleased by the fact that one of the conscripts here is going to escape. Yeah.
Opposing me?
It just reduces our loot haul for the fight. But it's going to happen, so whatever. No real ability to complain about it. I can complain about not being able to kill this enemy with stress for the absolute life of me, though, right? Ugh, took another 11 damage. Keep cutting him. Hit a crit, yeah, and then the stress from the crit kills him. Beautiful! You read my mind game. Thank you very much. So I can actually immediately rocket one of these members to level 3, but I think what I'm going to do is create another skeleton, because we will need another one, definitely. And then give that one the brain.
Just so uninspired, you know.
So the reason we're doing that is because Commander Kronos is already got 1 level of experience, so I just don't want to waste that level of experience. Also because I think I am taking Commander Kronos out of the field right now to heal up. Now this skeleton, I think Smite the Show-Offs is really, really, really good. I don't think it's good yet, but I think it's really good in general. I could go... Ooh! Unnerving Fortitude was changed. So now you don't actually stress enemy party, but you just get extra dread. So it's the same ability, Unnerving Fortitude and Mystic Fortitude, right? Gain 8 armor and 8 resistance until next action. 8 armor, 8 resistance until next action. Enemies attack the skeleton more often. Enemies attack the skeleton more often. Yeah, it's the same thing. I think maybe I want to go for Clumsy Strike, right? Because it doesn't miss. It increases our accuracy as well for other attacks, but it doesn't miss. So, Symbol of Fortune, Clumsy Strike. Ooh, ooh, this is feeling more like a real-ass thing.
Get back to battle.
Every moment that passes makes me feel this is more of a Like a real-ass, build-ass thing. No extra artifact yet. Alright, off to the grave. Things that are built out of the same parts that we're made out of are pretty important. Oh, look, Bride of Iratus. That's made out of the same parts we're made out of because it's a Bride of Iratus, and we use Bride of Iratus. Let's get this frontliner skeleton who is level 3 named here. We pull a... Ah, there we go. Neat. Could have actually just continued with the typo. Anything else is set? No, go in. So the symbol of luck probably starts getting used after this combat. Oh. So all of the miners have had one armor removed from them? One block removed from them? When did that happen? Because I'm running on, yeah, 15.08. So I'm running on the same patch that I was running on last time. Wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, we can kill one of the miners early, so let's go for that. And none of these enemies have stances, so I don't have to worry about the Brides of Iratus' turns being earmarked for stances. I think I will start with Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Because we do actually have the time to let that miner burn for a while. Oh, never mind.
Life vanishes from this world.
Don't even get to. The physical route is seeming a lot more viable right now than it has felt before. I'm wondering what's inflicting that. Or impacting upon that, rather. And again. So sure, the Hunky has 10 more health than the Miner, but I didn't want to waste a Bride of Iratus' shot on the Hunky in the front line. It's also really good that the skeletons can't be debuffed, but it's also worth noting they can't be buffed, so... it has its own downside. Yeah, having the Bride of Iratus in the second line is pretty scary. Thankfully, we're about to have the minion Bone Bully out of there.
Become part of the breathless tide.
As soon as this skeleton moves forward with the Bone Bully, we've got Bride of Iratus back to relative safety, I guess.
Their bones.
Ooh, got Insanity and its chance to attack an ally. Hey, you suck. We could have saved 30 damage there, as well as actually whatever damage this does. Wow, 49 damage swing based on a 25% chance for that enemy to actually hit me. Oh, that hurts. Yikes. Yeah. Just keep taking all these free shots here. Hopefully we get a crit. No. Even the crit from Rose for a Lady wasn't going to be enough there. Don't you dare. Alright. Moms, I'm afraid to say that you are going to have to take a rest here. Hawk is going to be able to stay around. Probably, we should probably cycle everyone out, actually, except for Hawk. So this is the point, right? We're actually going to have to expand the mortuary at this point. I will take you out of the library. Wait, what? Oh, right. It's only 20 for the first position. Damn it. I mean, that's probably enough of a cycle right there, but the problem is now Moms is not healing and Drew is healing a little bit. God damn it. All right, Hawk, you take Long Piercer first. Drew, you will take Clumsy Strike. Nothing in artifacts. Yeah, with only one Harkonian level 2, I don't know if I can do that. We go for the chest, looking for a mythical artifact. Give us the standard darkness, please. No. No standard darkness, but there is the grappling hook. Minions gain +4 luck, +4 accuracy, and +4 evasion. That's pretty good.
Use this.
It's pretty damn good right now. Helps offset a little of the downside from the Symbol of Fortune, as well as bolster a little bit of its upside, and mitigate a little bit of its downside in terms of... Oh, minions! Okay, so the enemies don't get this effect. Alright. Well, never mind. It doesn't mitigate the downside of helping us dodge crits, but I stand by all the rest of it. This one, then Bone Golem, extra accuracy, etched bones on both of you. Yeah. Okay, we've got this. As long as we don't lose anyone in this fight, we've got this going off in the right way. I missed placing a Iratus thing there, didn't I? An Iratus talent. Pretty sure I did. Damn it. Really like if we didn't just like straight up lose that party member right now. So we'll distance you. I think it's probably easiest for us right now to focus on killing the elite conscript with stress, taking them out really, really early, because that's going to be the source of most of the enemy's damage. I'm also going to use Astounding Fortitude there, despite the fact that it's going to force the enemies to attack Ballard in the front line more often. It will also mean it deals less damage. I think that's impactful. Damn it. Okay, so one of us is actually going to have to cancel the Sinister. Although, inflicts insanity and on another target. Hell yeah, we actually got that down really well. That could scarcely have been better for us. I'm going to have Ballard beat the thing, because that easily could have killed, but at the very least, it's got insanity on another target. They're starting to skip their own turns. They're not hitting Ballard in the front line a lot of the time here, rather. That did, though. Crit on any one of you would have possibly started the chain across all of you. Oh, God. Come on. They get 3 actions. Fine. Crit, crit, crit! So annoying. I probably lose Ballard as a result of that. Got a betrayal at least. Don't kill him! Alright. Thank you! 1 down. 2 down. 3, thank you. That's what we've been looking for. Alright, this Taskmaster still could kill. I'm gonna taunt up on the non-Ballard unit there. See if we can possibly save him. Come on. Ooh, you're still alive. Lovely. We got through it without losing a unit, rather. This is exactly where I wanted to be. Lovely. Okay, we'll swap you back in and you out. Yeah, our skeletons are the hardest part here for us. Being able to heal 2 of them at a time is really good for us, though. Can't lead ship. Okay. Commander Kronos, you will pick up... Oh, right. Clumsy Strike. It's always Clumsy Strike there. And Moms, you hit that. In the talent tree, we will hit Appreciator of Architecture, Selected Bone Soon, and then Love Potion. Let's go and make our Bone Golems so that we can actually marvel at how effective this is going to be.
This is what the Necromancer's war machine looks like.
Bone Golem will go around to the sacrificial altar. Sacrifice the Bone Golem, and we get 2 etched bones for extra accuracy. Oh my god, and they both have starting in turn 4, starting in turn 3. Hell yes. And also, a Golden Tooth that gives you extra luck, and if you strike a critical hit, gives you extra vigor. Heals you. Hell yes! And ribcage armor. Minions gain +3 battle armor until the battle ends. So with that fell swoop, we just became far more powerful. If you strike us down. Maybe it is time to get the Symbol of Fortune on, even though the Bride of Iratus doesn't have a second level yet. Speaking of another Bride of Iratus, let us get a... There we go. Let's get that going on. Am I comfortable with taking these two skeletons in despite their slightly lower HP pools? Also, I wonder, Symbol of Fortune, is that even going to affect the skeletons? Because they're immune to buffs and debuffs, but is that only in battle buffs and debuffs? Can they still get overall effects? No clue. So, Mons starting in position 4, striking a critical hit. Then Call of the Wild starting in position 3, and... yeah, this is for starting in position 2, but it's just +5 luck for you. Alright, this is going to be interesting. The build has come together. Now, is it any good? Okay, it definitely looks like the skeletons have been affected by the lower accuracy and higher luck. Definitely looks like that. I do want the Taskmaster to die quickly here. But the conscripts die so quickly that I think I should focus on them first. Yeah, just a crit on the first attack, casually. Can we not lose Commander Kronos right now? God damn it. Stop killing all my units! Yeah. We finally started missing. Okay, so the enemy had 18, so I had like a 12% chance to miss there if I calculated that one correctly. It happens, it happens. Just gonna crit through all of you. Yikes! That's at the front of the party, that's a problem. That is a problem right there. We have to solve that. Let's get rid of the Demolitions Expert really quickly. So you've got that buff. I can attack you 3 times this turn. I can push you back. I think I just have to push you back. Alright. Get back. As long as it's not in the front position, it can't trigger its stance. And its stance is uncancelable, so it's really important to prevent that if you can. Fine. Gotta go with that. That's 2 buffs on that target now. They are insane, though. And they've got panic, so they have a chance to skip an action. Yeah, we lose one. I figured that was probably going to happen, though. I mean, I think I now do focus on sanity as my way to kill them. We just go so close with those that we just have to continue, I think. Let's get you out of the front line. Oh, God. We got an inspired unit. Restores 10% of max sanity to itself and all allies as well, by the way. So, sanity is no longer the way that we kill here. And, in fact, it looks like the way that we are killed instead. This is awful. Please kill it. My God. Kill it. There we go. Finally. At least we got one of them down.
My darling, kill.
Okay. Now, I need, like, constant crits and stuns here. We might be able to make it out of this okay. Crit. Hey, that's a stun. Beautiful. Does Inspired count as a buff? It doesn't. Okay, otherwise we would have swung an extra time. No, never mind. Drew is not that level. Damn it, Drew. Alright.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
So who did I actually lose there? I think it was Commander Kronos. Let's make absolutely certain before I Yeah. Mark down that Commander Kronos has died once. There we go. Call of the Wild. You can take a Long Piercer level up. We'll just drop both of these out of here. Both of you in. So I am now missing a skeleton. Definitely couldn't have used that combat. Alright, talents. Yeah, I'm missing a skeleton. I'm also missing the extra HP on the skeletons right now. Oh god, I haven't had someone in the... Damn it. Ever since I built the extra part of the mortuary, I wouldn't have had someone there.
Let's hope there was no fine print.
That's really annoying. Because we actually would have been the next level right now, right? No, we wouldn't have. Okay, never mind. Never mind, it's not as impactful as a mistake as I thought it was. Let's take another skeleton.
More bones.
Ooh, I actually gave you a piece of equipment there. That was not a good idea, but it is extra accuracy, so maybe it was a good idea. Maybe it was an accidentally good idea.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
Now, do I want to build a different Marms instead here? How likely is it that that line gets targeted? Pretty likely with a Doomsayer on the field. Yeah, I feel like we have to sub out Marms right now as well. Flesh for extra vigor is probably not a great idea here, I don't think.
Oh, honey, you are so wonderfully rotten.
Okay, new bride, you are near the first. We're actually also making it through a significant amount of names here. Far more significant than previous. Yeah, it is a shame to have both of my characters with the actual equipment stacked on them out of the battle at the moment, but yeah, that happens, I guess. But Lord, do you have any reason to be in the front line or the second line? No? Alright, so you'll actually be in the front line then. Actually, I'm also looking for artifacts still, so maybe I should unlock the Dead Lake. Because there's so many artifacts that still are really, really essential for bringing this run together. Standard Darkness, in particular, comes to mind. There's another luck-based amulet, I think, as well, which could be pretty good for this in general. Ribcage Armor is good at the moment, but ideally I do want to change that to Nobleman's Garb when it's effective. Or Archmage Wards in the next floor. Archmage Robes, rather, for removing a ward from all targets. Alright, we should be fine in this battle. Neat. I'm gonna target the guard, see if I can stun them. Get a free turn. Neat. So this attack can't miss, and it has a third chance to crit. But it can't go through block. That's the feature of the other side of the tree. The attack can now go through block. I should have thought about that. Yikes. Do I already need to tap the shield? I might already need to bang the shield. This is wild. Oh, hang on. You're not dead to the flames. Damn it. But you are at the start of the next turn, so I can now ignore you. And also, you completely missed that turn, so yay. All works out in the end. That's another stun, but unfortunately it was on the character that doesn't... Hey, there we go. That's the character that actually stuns with a crit. When this character dies, the Doomsayer and all allies will restore 50 Vigor and 50 Sanity. Okay, so now we need to start targeting someone else until that wears off in 2 turns' time. Damn, if only that crit, it would have gone through. Good crit. Fine, I'll go with the flames.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Okay, so the critical burn there didn't extend the duration and didn't increase the intensity of the burn. Which is something I now know happens.
Break their bones.
Ooh, if only the second one connected.
This never gets old.
We might have been able to kill that miner before its turn. Oh! You're insane and hopeless right now, which is really good. Oh, perfect. I would have taken so much more damage to that otherwise, so much appreciated, game. That said, both of them are now targeted with Relentless. The something something or die.
Slash, chomp, crush.
Okay, that didn't kill, and now my second Bride of Iratus kills both of them at the same time. Damn it! No! That has to be like 1 damage off of actually killing that guard. If it killed both of them at the same time, the repent or die wouldn't have meant anything. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Alright, we'll get him though.
Break their bones.
Again on 1 HP. Ooh.
This is my kind of entertainment.
It's not okay, friend. Okay, so we've broken through the block of this character now. So we should be able to kill him in time, I think. Yeah, especially with the crits like that. So our offense is good. What is lacking? Our defense? Our defense, like, I feel like it gets shored up by getting better equipment and then giving everyone equipment that has, like, wards and blocks on it. But also I feel like it gets better by not... Right, everyone has a name? Beautiful. But also I feel it's probably going to get a lot better by not having to heal all of my units after every single battle. As soon as that becomes something for us. From a Standard of Darkness or a Amulet of Vigor or any of those kinds of things. Okay, so one thing I do want to check is what I can expand up here. We're using a lot of bones and skulls, so we don't use that or that. We'll build a vampire and throw it in. Yeah, I'm using bones for literally every character, but the vampire pieces are only used for the... No. What is these? It's probably Lich, right? Yeah, we lose 1 skull, we lose 1 bone, but otherwise we're losing 4 useful resources. This is only losing 2. Although they're very, very valuable resources for us in particular. Alright. So the library finally gets its 2nd level. And its 2nd Wraith at the same time. I think I've got another battle in me. Let's go. Actually, I could throw Call of the Wild in instead of Neo and have another 2nd level. Seems like a good idea. Are you... Yeah, you are a 3rd position, and Hark, you're in no position yet. Armenians aren't too far from activating Nobleman's Garb, and as soon as I have the Nobleman's Guard active, ooh, baby, we will be reigning in parts. I want the Stone Golem to be taken down exclusively by Ballard and Drew 1 PKT because they have attacks that go through the 15 armor of that Stone Golem. And Call of the Wilds, since the Stone Golem 50% redirects attacks to the target directly behind them to themselves, I'm not going to be targeting the Bad Mage. That would otherwise be what I would be going for here, though. Instead, I'll start targeting the Taskmaster. Hey, stole the turn. Ooh. I kind of like this build. Another thing that I would like about, or rather like to alter in this build, would be... Take a big swing there. Another thing I'd like to alter in this build would be getting a spell. There's a spell that is just like your next attack is a critical hit. That would be pretty useful for us. So unfortunately, the Taskmaster has now moved into a position where I have to attack it. Or rather, I have to risk the Stone Golem redirects. Yeah. So I don't want to change target and waste all of the damage that I just did. Good crit.
Slash, chomp, crush.
And the Taskmaster might move out of that position really soon as well. Like, slap the Mad Mage, move the Mad Mage forward, moves back into its own back position, then I can finish it off. Here's hoping. This is effectively fan fiction for how this fight is going to turn out that I'm writing in real time. Yeah, traps being thrown on the back line and the Mad Mage going off like that is not great for us. Good.
More materials.
It's pretty essential to me that that was able to take out the Taskmaster. Now, I'm not doing a lot of taunting right now, but I do need these to be taking out the Scone Golem. And then I can pivot back to just taunting on my front characters afterwards. Which is, yeah, the stance that they have, Mystic Fortitude. It's a taunt, right? We all know it as a taunt. I can just call it a taunt, call a taunt a taunt. Yeah. Yeah, just pop those, try and take as little damage as possible. Oh, come on! The other one was taunting! See? Like that. Although you got moved into a trap at the very back of the entire party, that is tragic. Especially because that skeleton is going to try and move out of that position. As soon as it gets to that skeleton's turn, it's going to be like, I'd like to move as well, please. Because it only has move actions. It's real bad. Fine. If I have to use a magical attack, I'll use it against the target that can actually be attacked magically. Hey, thank you. It's a 50-50 on those crits, by the way, so really I should just be more mad when they don't occur. Good thing we taunted. Ooh, the trap has already disappeared. Hell yeah. Okay, so I don't actually have to damage all of my party members. It's nice to know.
Dust to dust.
Yeah, this miner is like extremely dead to the burn as well as the all my remaining strength condition, as well as the sword of one of my skeletons far before that.
If this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
I hadn't finished what I was trying to say there, but that was what I was going to complete with, of course. Let's get both of you up there. Okay, so how would this need to be adapted for a... anything on this floor? A golem battle? No, like the skeletons make it particularly good in a golem battle, actually. An elite battle, I mean, we'll scout that and then decide that at the time. Are there any elites in particular that are really, really annoying on this floor? Like a shuffle party that also has Taskmasters in it, but that's not common. I don't think, at least. Moms, you're a backliner. That puts Harkonian in the second line. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that right now. What I know I am comfortable with is whatever it takes to build another skeleton. I think I am missing, yes, a bonus. Just gonna make one.
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
All right, and then this new skeleton gets a level 3 brain instantly, as well as the name Serpent Frog, the first of your name. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Iratus, Lord of the Dead. We're running a different party based on trying to stack crits and accuracy to outlast the downside and capitalize on the upside of the Symbol of Fortune. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.